Now stick with me. This is Revelation 6:2, the last book in the Bible.
All right, let's see it.
Please don't turn away. And I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. At a glance, this doesn't mean anything. But when you go back to the original languages, a lot of the secrets in the Bible get unlocked.
But not if you don't actually know the original languages.
The New Testament, which is the book of Revelation, was written in Greek originally. You can also go to Latin and unlock some of the codes, I would call them, in the Bible to see prophecy that's being fulfilled right now, and that's what we're going to do. I want to show you this.
I would advise against that.
So let's just take a few of these words and reread this sentence. Etymology is the use of discovering the origins or the root of an original word and what it means. So we're just going to do that with a few of these words. And the first word we'll use is bow. In Strong's Concordance,
I just want to remind y'all about my universal law of arguing about the Bible on the internet. If someone brings up Strong's Concordance, they do not know the first thing about the language they're about to pretend to know.
that converts to toxin. I'm sure you can start to get the picture. When you use etymology or Etymology Online, which is my favorite tool, you get toxemia, blood poisoning.
So I want to start by pointing out that this is the etymological fallacy, which is the notion that a word carries with it the meanings associated with its etymological roots, and words simply do not. Words mean whatever people use them to mean and nothing else. Now, many words are used to mean things that are connected with their etymological roots, but you can't just assume that's the case. And particularly when you're trying to suggest that meanings totally unrelated to usage are actually being furtively hidden within the use of a word. Now, there is an etymological root here, but this creator does not know how etymology works and does not even know how Etym Online works, because they entered in an English transliteration of a Greek word to an online etymological dictionary of English. So you're actually not going to get any direct results here. The results you're going to get are going to be all of those entries where that Greek word is found somewhere in the description. And so you have these three entries, and toxemia isn't even the most closely related. Toxic is. There is a connection here. Toxon, which means bow, is related to the Greek word toxikon, which means of or relating to archery. Now, anciently, they put poison on the tips of arrows, and so toxikon became associated with poison and poisonous things. And so our English word toxic, which was the third entry that was hidden by this creator's head, is actually related to this word that means of or relating to archery. Now, does that mean that in this reference to a bow in the book of Revelation, the author is wanting to suggest there's something having to do with poison or things that are toxic? Not in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. That is the problem with the etymological fallacy. That sense is not being communicated in any way, shape, or form by the author. So this connection is entirely made up.
The second word we'll do is crown. The Greek word for that is Stephanos. When you plug that into etymology, you end up with corona.
All we've done here is discover that corona is the Latin word for crown, and Stephanos is the Greek word for crown.
The third word we will do is conquer. The Greek word for that is nikaio, or nikeo, which literally converts to nitro, or nitroglycerine.
So this is becoming a comedy of errors. It does not convert literally or in any way, shape, or form whatsoever to nitro. In the middle of the screen, you get an error message that says, no results were found for nikao, showing results for nitro. So they just picked an English word that had most of the same letters as are found in this English transliteration of a Greek word, because this is a dictionary of English.
Other words include nitroglycerine, violently explosive, TNT, celluloid, transparent plastic. And although it's not used in the sentence, we know bows shoot arrows. Just like guns shoot bullets to harm people, bows shoot arrows. So we're going to plug that in and see what it gives us. There's a whole list of items, but the most important one, which is mentioned all throughout the Bible, is one of the major four rivers, the Tigris. And we can see what that means, and where it gets its name is sharp or pointed when we go that far back.
So now we're talking about a word that does not occur in the text, and we are linking it with an old Persian etymology that is akin to the word that we have just arbitrarily decided to read into the text.
Reading we get, and I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a blood-poisoning, cell-exploding toxin, and a corona was given unto him, and he went forth conquering with a sharp point. The truth is, the Bible is real, and Jesus is looking for you. I wouldn't have seen your video otherwise.
No, what the truth is that this is a bafflingly uninformed and misguided screed that is trying to read anti-vax conspiracy theories into a text that has never had anything whatsoever to do with vaccinations or with knuckle-dragging conspiracy theories about vaccinations.